Hello everyone and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm going to be flying on British Airways on the 777-200ER from here in Cincinnati over to London's Heathrow Airport. This is a route I've been wanting to try basically ever since it was announced, and it ended up being the perfect flight for my trip over to England. Flying a long-haul flight from an airport the size of CVG was something I had never really done before, and I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. British Airways is noteworthy for adding flights to cities that aren't as big and wouldn't normally warrant a big international hub, like this route to Cincinnati or their services to cities like Pittsburgh and Nashville. Despite this being a non-stop flight, I still showed up to the airport way too early, so I had to find a way to entertain myself for the 3 hours before the flight. Luckily, because I'm an av geek at an airport, that's not terribly difficult, so I went and grabbed some Skyline chili for dinner and started plane spotting. Before long, though, it was time to board. Our aircraft for today actually happens to be one of the oldest 777s in BA's fleet, although it was recently retrofitted with a very nice new cabin, featuring a surprisingly high amount of premium seating for an aircraft of this size. Though I won't be up in any premium cabins today, as I quickly found my economy seat. But I barely even had time to sit down before we were already pushing back. The crew of this flight certainly did not want to be late today, although unfortunately we would end up sitting on the ramp for about 20 minutes due to some missing information that they still needed from CVG's air traffic control. But after all of that was cleared up, we were ready to take off from runway 18 left. Once in flight, I had the chance to properly check out my seat for today. It's certainly not bad for economy and is about what I would expect. The legroom was pretty generous as I was able to stretch my legs out quite a bit on today's flight. The tray table was optimal, although I wouldn't end up using it all that much because I basically slept through the whole flight. The seat back didn't really feature anything other than the safety cards and air sickness bag. That certainly isn't a problem given that the aircraft is equipped with IFEs at every seat. The IFEs overall were very nice, although I did find them to have an issue with their touch response. I noticed that there was quite a bit of a delay when touching, and then it would usually take a couple of seconds to load to whatever you were on. I'm not sure if this was just my screen for today or that was all the screens on the aircraft, but I did find that to be quite annoying. Other than that, though, the IFE was excellent. It had quite a large selection of movies and shows, but of course I spent most of my time on the in-flight map. The seat itself has very nice cushion and padding. I really like the fabric it's made out of. It was quite comfortable. As I said earlier, I did sleep through a lot of this flight, so the fact that I was able to fall asleep in economy should show how comfortable that seat was. Overall, I think that British Airways has a pretty good product in economy, and I would certainly recommend it. On top of that, I actually ended up getting 2 windows on today's flight because of where my seat was located, which is always cool. I think there was a dinner service on today's flight, although I didn't exactly see it. I was so tired that almost as soon as we reached our cruising altitude, I passed right out. With about 2 hours left in our flight, I decided to go check out the bathroom. It's certainly nothing special for an aircraft bathroom, although I did find it to be rather spacious. It also features a surprisingly high amount of mirrors and even a power outlet. Almost as soon as this flight started, though, it was already over, as we began our approach and landing into London Heathrow's Terminal 5. And with that, I'd like to welcome you to London Heathrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip report today, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. Have you ever flown British Airways before? I would love to hear from you. I had a great time trying out British Airways today, and I cannot wait to fly them again in the near future. So, with that, I hope you guys do have an absolutely incredible rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!